How we doing, Internet? Or YouTube? Everybody. Hi! This is Pete with Inner Defense. We're going to unbox the Lucid HDX HDX red dot sight, manufactured by Lucid Optics. This is a 1 power magnification, which means no magnification. Objective lens diameter is 30 millimeters. The reticle is an M5 4-minute of angle dot, or 32-minute of angle circle. This is the target reticle inside. This is not a red dot, it actually has a reticle. The length is 4.25 inches. It is a 10-ounce sight. It's waterproof to IPX8. We will find that standard for you later and supply that for information. There's a Picatinny rail adapter is included, because there's one already mounted. 1 minute of angle adjustment. Battery type is a AAA, not included. Limited lifetime warranty. Remember what I said about that warranty, by the way, folks. So, the optic comes in this box. We did put a battery in here because it doesn't come with one, so we have a battery available. We have some paperwork. And we have a stop warning. If you have an issue with the sight, do not return it to the place of purchase. Call the manufacturer. It's their quality control department wanting to know what happened to the sight. Underneath the foam, we find an Allen wrench with 2 smaller screws, because this uses a spacer to bring the sight up to co-witness. If you wish to use the low profile mount, you need to remove this spacer with the included Allen wrench. Once you remove the spacer, you need to take the longer screws that are used for the spacer and replace them with the shorter screws. Just seems like additional stuff. And you have this nice stamped steel wrench. This is for mounting the optic, or the red dot, on your weapon. This seems like a rather bulky clamping method. And from anybody's perspective that's ever been involved in a situation where snag hazards may be present, I would consider this a snag hazard. We also have a nice lens cleaning cloth. I'll more than likely use that for my sunglasses. So let's get to the optic itself. Using a AAA battery is an advantage, in my opinion, as AAA batteries are available all over the world. A lot of the newer modern weapon sights use those little nickel-sized batteries, which you can find more and more. But again, you are always going to be able to find a AAA battery. So that's an advantage for this weapon sight. One disadvantage for this weapon sight is that it uses an external O-ring to seal the battery compartment. And in my opinion, what happens is, as you close the battery compartment, if you over tighten it, you can crush the O-ring and essentially violate the seal. So we're just gonna stop tightening it there. Now, another observation that I have about the sight is that its windage and elevation adjustments are just basically thumb turrets. You can turn these by hand without a tool, which is convenient, but at the same time it's also a drawback, being that the turrets are not protected or captured. Then I guess you run the risk of possibly bumping them and causing them to not be able to maintain their zero. The controls for the sight are on the side, and you have basically a power button. Then you have your brightness controls for up and down. Now, again, this is not a red dot sight. This is a reticle sight, as it has an aiming reticle. So I'm going to bring this down in power a little bit, because when it's too bright, the reticle itself just is scattered all over the place, and it's really hard to be able to see it. Okay, I don't know if this has infinite adjustability, but it is taking a while to take it down to where it's not going to be so bright. I literally cannot get this thing down to where you can distinguish its individual chevron from the round reticle. Well, we'll try that. I don't know if you can catch that on film. So essentially, this is a cast aluminum unit. It's rather bulky, I would say. I mean, the profile of the sight itself is actually much wider than the upper of an AR-15 or any of the M4 platform weapons. We will take this to the range. We will mount it and zero it and see how well it does after we, shall we say, field test it. So that is basically our unboxing for the Lucid HDX. Couple of pros, couple of cons. What we really are interested in is how durable this sight is. As a side note, speaking of durability, I can point out that because the controls are located on the side in the manner that they are, this sight is easily accidentally activated by bumping the power switch. Because to turn it on, it simply takes a bump. So I'm going to take this to the range, zero it on a Bushmaster AR-15, and then abuse it, and then remount it and try and shoot it again. So we'll see how this optic works out after we give it our old field testing. This is Pete with Inner Defense. Defend freedom.